By taking 3 meals with the golden spoon, one could supposedly steal someone else's parents. David had already used it twice, with only one opportunity remaining. Determined, he marched straight to the company chairman, and boldly requested a meal, offering in exchange to permanently leave the man's son alone. The chairman arranged a simple supper for him, and David produced his golden spoon. The chairman inquired why he always carried that spoon, and David frankly confessed his desire to change his destiny. He then eagerly began devouring the food, not stopping until he was completely full. But the transformation he expected never came. Nothing had changed. Unbeknownst to him, his classmates suddenly felt dizzy out on the street, stopping right in the middle of the road. Frustrated by the failed identity swap, David refused to give up. He tentatively called the chairman father. To his surprise, the chairman seemed genuinely startled. It finally dawned on David that the promised exchange had been nothing but a foolish scam all along. He stood up to leave, but before he could reach the door, a young woman burst into the room. She slapped David across the face, then addressed him by the chairman's son's name. David froze, realizing the identity swap had actually succeeded. But before he could adjust to his new life, trouble arrived. Investigators suddenly appeared, claiming David had been pushed into a river and was still missing, so they needed to question the young master. The chairman immediately demonstrated that David's new fatherhood was effective. By summoning his private lawyers, David wouldn't need to answer any questions. When the police presented surveillance footage, everyone was shocked to see David in the video smiling eerily just before falling. The person drowning in that river was no longer him, but David's triumph was short-lived. At the police station, he encountered his original parents. They surrounded him, pleading desperately for him not to harm their real son. These once familiar family members now felt completely alien to him, and for the first time, David felt the sharp sting of regret.